Hello, this is Gary Payne. Welcome to Ask the Imam Show. Imam Masri, appreciate coming back again.
My pleasure.
Last time you were speaking about God and angels, and if you could elaborate more about the angels for me, because there's some questions a lot of people are having about that, about the Christianity belief in angels and the Islamic belief in angels.
Well, the Islamic belief in angels is slightly different from the Christian belief. We believe that God created these beings from pure light that we call the angels, or he calls them angels, in Arabic malaika, and they are not male or female, and they are not babies with wings, but they are actual creatures from pure light, and they do travel in this universe at the speed of light, and they fulfill a lot of purposes and work in this universe. They're invisible to us. We are surrounded by them, but we don't feel them, we don't hear them, we don't see them. But they are all good. They're all obedient to God. They don't do mistakes. They are created as one-way beings. They are not like us, where we make a choice, we choose to obey God or not. They always fulfill God's commands and they obey. We are told that they have several different functions in the universe. Some of them are all the time praising God and glorifying God. There are others who are protecting us, like each one of us has a set of angels to protect them from harm, and they also record our deeds. Our choices that we make are recorded by the angels, and on the day of judgment they will play or show us the work that we have done.
Well, I might have to disagree with you about the angels being perfect, if you don't mind, because in the Christian faith, I don't know about how it is in the Islamic faith, there is an angel, they call it Lucifer, or the devil, nowadays the devil, and I believe he wasn't a perfect angel, and I believe his group of boys that hung out with him or whatever, I believe these guys would be considered maybe fallen angel or not a good angel, because if they were, I don't think we'd have the devil.
Very good question, and this is where Islam and Christianity differ. Satan, or Lucifer, is not an angel. We are told his name is Iblis, mentioned in the Quran that he tempted Adam and Eve, and God says in chapter 18, Surah Al-Kahf, that Iblis, Satan, was a jinn, and he was among the angels. He was a learned jinn, and he was in the company of the angels when God asked the angels to bow to Adam or prostrate to Adam. He was included in that command, and he refused to, so he was cast out of heaven, and he made a pledge to God to do his best to dissuade the children of Adam from the path of truth. And this is why God says, Satan is your enemy, take him as an enemy. He is your real enemy. So he is a jinn, not an angel. The angels are from light, and they are totally different from the jinn.
If you don't mind, and I'm not trying to be kind of a little humorous, but the only jinn that I know of is when I was back in a young kid, you'd mix it with your drinks. It's probably not appropriate for you as a Muslim, but
No,
I know what jinn
no.
you're talking about.
Not that jinn. Not a drink. The jinn, J-I-N,
Okay.
or J-I-N-N, double N.
Yes.
It's really, when the letters J and N in Arabic come together, they imply something invisible. They're invisible to us. They are creatures that were created from energy, from a fire without flame. So they are energy beings. So the angels are light, and these are energy. The jinn, however, like the humans, have a will. They can obey or disobey. They make choices, and they are required, like the humans, to follow God's law and to, do good works, and they will be judged on the day of judgment. So they are a different species, and they are not at all connected with the angels. Now, they have some capabilities that we lack as beings. They can go through a wall or through the door. They can move, fly, but
Possess bodies.
they can possess bodies. They can, often magicians, real magicians, not tricksters, but real magicians of old, actually, always communicated with the angels. So when they perform magic, you wouldn't see who is doing it, who is carrying the heavy objects or moving objects. It was the jinn who is invisible to us. But yet, these people had a way of communicating with them. So famously, King Solomon, the prophet Solomon, the son of David, was given the power over the jinn. So he employed them, he subjected them to punishment if they disobeyed him. But in order for him to control them, God gave him some angels who are more powerful and can see to control the jinn. So that's mentioned in the Quran about the angels controlling the jinn in the time of Solomon, the great king and prophet, and they did marvelous things for him. The jinn did, but they are not the same as angels.
But it's basically the devil.
Well, the jinn, interestingly enough, like humans, there are good jinn and there are bad jinn. There are Muslim jinn, there are Christian jinn, there are Jewish jinn, there are atheist jinn, there are, good and bad jinn. So they're not all devils. They are sometimes referred to as spirits, or they are referred to as just invisible beings. But there are among the jinn and among the humans devils. They teach each other. There are some jinn who are horrible and who have crazy ideas, and there are humans also who are terrible and have crazy ideas. So these, sometimes they partner to do harm to other human beings. But we are given in the Quran several references about the jinn, that they came at the time of the Prophet to the Prophet to ask about some questions, that he answered them, they listened to him, and he delivered the message to them. So in Surah Al-Ahqaf, we are taught that a group of jinn came to listen to the Prophet while he wasn't aware, and after they heard the scripture, the Quran, they went back to their folks and they told them that we heard a new message that came after Moses, after the Torah that came to Moses, that is the Quran, and they called their people to believe. And so it's clearly there is a big difference between angels and jinn. Angels are God's special agents. They are perfect. They make things as God commands. The jinn are just a species like us that has a choice, good or bad. It depends on what they choose to do.
I appreciate this. I don't know how much time we have left. We're getting closer to the end of the segment. I want to keep it short, but is it possible you could kind of give me a little Islamic explanation on sainthood? In the Catholic religion, they have saints as Saint Mary, Jesus' mother. They call a lot of saints Mother Teresa, saint. What is a comparison to Islam for as far as these saints?
In Islam, we don't have saints. We don't think of anybody as a saint. We are all equal human beings who make mistakes and ask God for forgiveness. Yes, we believe there are some people who are special, like prophets, messengers of God, like Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, Solomon, and David, his father.
Mary is very, very special.
She is neither a prophet nor a messenger nor a saint, but she is a very righteous woman who we love and respect. She is the mother of Isa, or Jesus, and she is described in the Quran in multiple surahs or chapters. Chapter 3 of the Quran talks about her family and her birth, and how her mother, wanted to dedicate her to the temple, and also chapter 19 named after her, Maryam, and it talks about her and about the birth of Isa, or Jesus, peace be upon him, and her encounter with the angel Gabriel, who brought her the news that she is going to be carrying Isa, or Jesus, in her womb. So we have a lot about Mary in the Quran, but despite our love and respect for her, we know she is neither a prophet nor a messenger of God. A prophet would be someone, it's always a male, and someone who has been given the gift of prophecy, that God tells them what's going to happen in the future, not on everything, but on specific issues, to become evidence for his claim that he is a prophet. So that's how we call them prophets, because they give prophecy. But in terms of saints, we don't have saints. Nobody is above the law of God. We call good people righteous people. Even the companions of the prophet are not saints, yet they are mentioned in Isaiah in the Old Testament as saints, translated as saints, that the Prophet Muhammad would be taking Mecca with 10,000 saints.
Okay. It's kind of in depth. I appreciate that, and I know we went over a little time that I wanted to go in our normal segments. I might have to get back with you about the sainthood part, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Guys, if you like anything, have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Appreciate everything.